Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you are brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for a new episode of our Star Sign Legacy Challenge. It's bright and early. It's almost 7 a.m. on a beautiful Monday in fall. Annalie is still in bed, but I take it all back. She's going to be working from home today, but she also got, oh my gosh, she got like over 1,000 simoleons from what she did from home the other day. Now, she does have work today. We are going to be working. This game doesn't want me to even try to explain. Yes, Saleem does like cooking. Thank goodness someone in this house likes cooking because Annalie despises it. Anyway, she has to discuss her interests with another sim, which is super easy, and she has to, oh no. She has to paint a political mural today. We know that's going to take like 6 hours today. So we're going to get her up and ready for the day. But where we left off last time is Saleem and Annalie. Not only did they reach the summit of Mount Como, but they got engaged. So they are now engaged to be married. Now, we're on a very tight schedule here, okay? Because Annalie's going to be a full-blown adult in 2 days. So what we did last time is we did schedule... Did that leaf just fall in the house? Do you see that leaf? That's inside the house. Anyway, so what we actually decided last time is that they were going to have a little bit of a housewarming party, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to double it up as a birthday party. I think that's the best way to go about this. Now, we also have a wedding to plan. Annalie and Saleem have not yet really discussed how they want to do this. I mean, it was so... I'm not going to say out of the blue. It's not that Annalie wasn't expecting a proposal at some point, but she really didn't think it was going to happen at the top of Mount Como. She figured that it would be like a nice, quiet, romantic evening or something at home. Maybe they would just go out to eat. But she was totally shocked when Saleem actually proposed, like had it in him, had the energy and the wherewithal to actually remember to even propose by the time they got to the top of the mountain. So it was a big shock to her. She is so happy. I mean, the both of them are so happy to be engaged to one another, to the point that all she wants to do with this man is woohoo. Annalie, just calm yourself. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, we're going to have her come and get some breakfast, and then we're going to head into the city to paint that mural because it's going to take forever. Now, there actually is a bit of an update on Saleem here too, and I'm super excited about it because the second I loaded up the game, right before I had the chance to even press record, mind you, okay? Saleem has become... He's become a celebrity. He's become a notable newcomer because he actually had 2 books in his inventory that he hadn't published yet. Blew my freaking mind. Didn't even realize that. I went to have him go publish them, and I have to go back and pause this game for a second. Look. Look. Where is it? See, look. Notable newcomer. 8 minutes ago as I tried to start this episode. Like, literally did that. And his most recent book that he wrote was nominated for an award. So we have to check out the next award ceremony on Sunday at 7 p.m. to see if he won. Now, please tell me in the comments down below what the heck that means. Like, do we have to physically go to an award ceremony in Del Sol Valley? Or can he, like, watch this on the news? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? How do we see if he won the award? Because that's super exciting. And he hasn't even told Annalie yet. He's kind of, like, rushing out the door. He has to go to work in, like, a half hour. But I think that he's just going to be like, oh my gosh, like, babe, you're never gonna believe this. That screenplay that I just had sitting on my computer for years, I just finished it up the other night, really just to get it out of the way. I submitted it for publication to see what would essentially happen, and it was nominated for an award, and he's completely taken aback, and Annalie, I think, is super proud of him, or will be once she actually finds out, which I think he's probably going to tell her now, but I think she's super proud of him. She's like, no freaking way. Like, how did you manage that? And he also has another manuscript that he wants her to read over. So he's going to give her that. I think he's going to do it as a gift. Can he do that? I think he can. We're going to make it happen. I think we're going to make it a romantic gift as well. Let's see. Romantic gift. Give romantic gift. Yes, give her the screenplay. We're going to make it a grand gesture just because I really like the idea. So he's going to gift her that screenplay for her to read, and she can read the manuscript in her spare time. That lag almost just killed me. He was about to walk out the door for work. The Sims never wants to cooperate. Stop it. Stop it. Give her the gift. Give her the gift. Thank you. The Sims never wants to cooperate. So he's like, hey, I have to run out the door. This is my most recent manuscript. Would you mind reading it for me? And she's like, oh my gosh, of course I will. I'm ecstatic to read anything that you write. Aw, babes. All right, let's head into the city. We're going to go ahead and paint that mural. And we're back in the city, just painting a little mural. It looks like our other mural actually too from, I don't know, maybe like a sim week ago or something. It's still here. It is still here. I don't remember if it was a political mural or not, so we're gonna kind of see what this one ends up looking like. But I'm really just not thrilled about the fact that we have to do this. Holy moly, we just got almost 400 simoleons from Saleem's published books. They are doing quite well together. Combining their households was a great idea for many, many reasons, but also like they almost have 100,000 simoleons in the bank. I don't even know how they got that far, but they done did it. Ooh, who's this? Oh, they are gorgeous. I know who that is. It's Darling Walsh. That's my makeover of Darling. I love Darling. They're amazing. Anyway, this is going to take hours and hours, so I don't really know what else to show here. I think I did notice Shiv, by the way. Now, we have been meeting... Oh, wait a minute. Look. It's Maxwell Pryor. That very fine gentleman that we met at our front door who's a CEO of something. I'm assuming he's going to approach us if he even notices who we are and that we're doing this. But we do have to get together with Shiv at some point because remember, we made contact. Maxwell was kind of approaching. Where did he go? Did he just disappear? Okay, good. He disappeared. Anyway, Maxwell approached Annalie as well about his business. So he is a CEO of like a major business. He wanted to have a sit down meeting about how her cause and her political work can kind of tie in and benefit his business and potentially the entire community. You know, you got to make your connections and stuff like that. You got to network, but she has to have a little sit down meeting with Shiv and potentially Maxwell because Maxwell and Shiv also know each other. So there might be a little bit going on there as well. We're not really sure yet, but that is pretty much Annalie's focus. I think she's also just kind of living in this cloud of happiness right now. Like she's on cloud 9 because she is engaged and she reached the summit of the mountain. Like that was a huge life goal for her. And she's so happy that she was able to achieve it, not only so early on in her life, but with someone that she really, really cares about, someone that she loves, and now someone who she wants to spend the rest of her life with. And that means a lot to her. So I think she's starting to realize that life can be very rewarding, it can be good, and it doesn't have to be riddled with chaos and drama, i.e. her entire upbringing with her dad and her sister. And she hasn't even talked to them since she met up with her dad. Like she met up with her dad, she basically told him off last time, remember? And she hasn't talked to her sister at all. Like literally at all, but she knows that she probably has to get in touch with her and let her know that she's engaged, because if she posts anything on social media about this, yeah, if she sees anything on social media, because actually I think she updated her social media timeline. We don't know if Kimber's seen it yet, so we don't know if Kimber's actually like mad about this because she doesn't know, or what the story is. So we have a lot to kind of catch up on and check out and do some proactive damage control. Does that make any sense? We're trying to be proactive so there isn't damage that we actually have to control. I think that's what I'm referring to. It also looks like this freaking mural is going to be identical to the other one. So check back with you in like 20 hours when this is done. Our little mural is done. I think it's only like 5 p.m. We actually had some stranger come and help us paint it, so I'm not going to complain. But we are going to take a few little pictures here. Going to take a few pictures. We didn't do that last time, so we're going to post those to our social media timeline. And I think what we'll also do, as long as this game stops lagging on me, because it's making me very, 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 very sad, because it's doing it a lot, and I don't know why. I even restarted it. Anyway, okay, so we're going to go to Simstagram, and we're going to open the app, and then we're going to post a quick story just being like, hey, we are in the arts quarter, defacing public property yet again. Can't wait. And then we're going to upload a picture as well. We're going to go to Simstagram, and we are going to upload a picture. And I think we'll do, oh, we did take photos of the last one. My bad. I didn't realize we did. But we will post this one because this is our newest installment to the arts quarter. I mean, it's literally the same thing. We might have to just like do a mural in another place, but oh well. And now we're just going to do hashtag no sim left behind yet again. We want the hashtag to try to trend. 234 followers, 246 followers. Hello. And you know what we'll even do is we're going to take a selfie. We're going to take a selfie right in front of our mural. There we are. Aren't we perfect? That's a little much. We're not perfect, but like, look, look at us. We'll even do a this one. And then let's see if we can upload this too. I just really love this Instagram app with the plum fruit mod or whatever it is. I literally love it so much. All right, let's upload a picture, and we're going to do We're going to just upload our selfie and we're going to say, what should we say? Posing with our mural. I don't know. I don't know how to caption photos. I really don't. There we go. Okay. Well, we finished that. We do have to discuss our interests. And Saleem just got a lifestyle, the close-knit lifestyle. Sure, whatever. All right, well, we're going to head home. Our workday was actually super, super easy. We didn't really have to do much. We'll just discuss our interests with Saleem when we get home, and we'll be done. These freaking babies. These little babies. Annalie just got home. Saleem was already waiting. They have the fire going. They were watching Politicizing, but they decided to chat a little bit and and also have some lovey-dovey moments here. That's okay. That's good. But Annalie did discuss her interests, so everything's good to go for her work from home. She might even get a promotion tomorrow for all I know. And if she were to get a promotion, she would actually be promoted to representative. Now, she's already a council person. She's busy enough with that work that she's doing. She's trying to juggle this whole blackmailing situation, which she actually, remember, she got a call from Saoirse when they were up on the mountain as well. And she didn't respond. She didn't pick up. She didn't do anything. Nothing. So that's a little bit concerning as well that she hasn't heard anything. So I think what we're going to do tomorrow, except for the fact that we do have work and I think we have our housewarming party. Oh man, I don't know. Let me look at the calendar. No, it's not tomorrow. It's in 2 days. Okay, so tomorrow, I think what we're going to do is we are going to work from home, of course, because we typically do that just to make it a little bit more interesting. But what we're going to do is we are actually going to meet up with Shiv. We're going to meet up with just Shiv this time, I think. We'll try to get in touch with Maxwell again about his proposition in regards to the business. But we'll meet up with Shiv and we will try to just... we're going to try to basically just protect ourselves a little bit, explain very briefly what the situation is, and then essentially see what our course of action could be to essentially protect ourselves. And maybe we can try to enlist Shiv to actually be our lawyer and represent us in case anything comes out. Like, Annalie's trying to get ahead of allegations. Saoirse is blackmailing her. She hasn't gotten any demands yet, which is wild. I say that and I'm like kind of concerned because she might have to check her email and she may very well see demands from Saoirse in some capacity. I don't know. I don't know what she's up to. I don't know what Saoirse's going to do. She hasn't made any moves yet, and it's kind of like telling Annalie, maybe I don't have to be as afraid of this whole situation as I once thought, but I also don't want her to underestimate the power of a competitive fellow politician. I really don't want her to underestimate that, so I guess we'll just see what happens. It's morning yet again. This is some very just like mundane things that we're going through in this episode, which is kind of nice compared to last episode. But Annalie is just talking to Saleem about wedding plans because, like I mentioned, they haven't really decided what they want to do. But Saleem is actually proposing like, hey, you know, we don't really do things traditionally. We're full of surprises. We seem to be kind of impulsive. We seem to just kind of do whatever we feel is right in the moment, and it's worked out so far. What do you feel, or how do you feel about potentially just surprising all of our housewarming party guests with an impromptu wedding? And she was just like, Saleem, you know what? I'm not against the idea. I want to think about it a little bit just because I might really want my family there. I want my sister there, maybe my dad, but at the same time, I kind of know that my dad likely won't show up because he can't be at public events like that, considering the circumstances. And Kimber has a chance of really ruining it. And he's just like, look, I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. I'm game for anything. It doesn't have to be like this big party. We can do whatever your heart desires. I'm fine either way. Doesn't matter. And she's just like, why are you so good? Like why are you so good to me? I just applaud you so much for handling all of my family's complete and total nonsense, and just let me think about it. So she's going to think about it. They're not quite sure what they're going to do yet, but we are going to call up Shiv. We're going to try to meet him at not an obscure location, but we do want to meet him prior to trying to see if we can get in touch with Saoirse. Now, since Saoirse is blackmailing Annalie, she's hesitant to contact her, but she also has to be in contact with her in some capacity, like on a professional level, because they do work with one another. They're still working on the same political campaign. They have to run things by one another all the time, and it's kind of like freaking Annalie out a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to make our weekly donation really quickly to No Sim Left Behind, because remember, we did say that we were going to do weekly donations, which I really enjoy. And Saleem is about to head off to work. So we're going to let him go to work, and then we're just going to focus on Annalie meeting up with Shiv. So what I think she's going to do is she's just going to give him a quick little call and see if there's a place that would work best for him to meet up with her, because the city's kind of a long way for her, but Mount Como is kind of a long way for him. They're going to try to find a middle ground somewhere. Where that is, I quite literally don't know. We did end up heading into the city. Shiv was basically just like, look, I don't really have the ability to meet you in Mount Como. My schedule is really tight, but I would be more than happy to meet with you and help you out in any way that I can. So what we temporarily did here is we actually took control of Shiv because I thought it would be the easiest way to do things. And we actually just did a, oh, here we go. Look, meet prospective client. This is why I wanted to do this. This mod is honestly a godsend at this point. So he is going to offer legal representation. So Annalie is just kind of like, look, you know that I'm a public figure. You know that I am trying to propose a lot of different policies that people are pretty divided on. And I am a little bit worried about my reputation, mainly because I am currently being blackmailed by an employee. Now, oh gosh, no, please, ma'am. No. You don't need to know about our legal chats here. Anyway, she is basically just going to be like, look, I'm really worried. I have a colleague who is actually trying to blackmail me, and I don't know what to do about it. And he's like, can you describe the nature of this allegation of this blackmailing taking place? And she's like, I can't at the moment. However, if I have proof that my involvement was either minimal or not intentional, what could you do for me? And he's like, look, there really isn't too much I can do at this moment, but I will say that I will consult for free. Usually, as a lot of you may or may not know, like, legal consultation isn't often free. So this is actually great. She's just like, Shiv, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If I do need anything, I can rely on you, right? And he's like, yeah, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to actually talk about another scandalous lawsuit that he was involved in recently, of course, without naming names. But Shiv actually seemed really receptive to Annalie and her propositions here. So this is a really positive thing. They're getting along. This is really good. She's going to try to actually secure his vote as well. Now, for the sake of storytelling, I think this is going to be more so along the lines, again, with this whole blackmailing situation. She's not going to ask for a small bribe. That seems ridiculous to me. I don't think that she would do that, but he does seem to be... he does seem to be a big supporter of what she's trying to do. So this is good. She does have legal representation. She's essentially just going to tell Shiv, like, look, I know that your schedule is busy. Please just give me your number. Make sure that we have a direct line of contact. And Shiv is like, absolutely, you can call me anytime you'd like. And the second you have more details about this, if you wish to try to pursue something, if someone actually tries to like file a lawsuit against you for any reason or leak something, we always have repercussions. So we did go to Uptown, and we actually gave a little speech. It was not necessary for a job by any means, but Annalie did have another speech that she had to take care of. The paparazzi are here in full force taking photos of her, which is actually really good. She's getting a lot more exposure as a counsel person, and let's just also visit the fact that her reputation is really good. She has a really good reputation, and I'm really, really nervous that if Saoirse does anything, her reputation could tank. And it's definitely something that Annalie's trying to consider. She's trying to make sure that she's going to be okay. So she is going to pose for paparazzi. I think she did talk to a few people after her speech as well, really just to meet folks, connect with people, and really just make sure that she's at the forefront of, oh my gosh, look at him. He's even seeing pictures on his phone. That she's at the forefront of this whole movement, of her whole political campaign. And she's honestly being very successful. Like, look at this little girl. This little girl just came over and like snuck a selfie. Is this for real? We're going to go ahead and pose for the paparazzi again over here. Just because why the heck not? Why not? We need as many shots as we can get. We have a bunch of kids that are like pining over us for some reason. They're taking photos, calling people to come here and be like, oh my gosh, look who it is. But I think it's because she's connected with a lot of families too. I don't know. I'm really worried. I don't want her reputation to completely tank. Like, I don't want something awful to happen. And she's really getting famous too. Like a rising star. I mean, she's getting there. So actually, you know what we're going to do is we're going to introduce ourselves. Well, maybe like, I imagine that this is, signing an autograph, but I also think that this is kind of like, hey, contact my office if you need anything, which makes me happy. All right, we're going to go home. We're gonna go home. We all know that The Sims is not gonna cooperate with me. We are back on the slopes. As per usual, this is how Annalie likes to spend a lot of her time. She had a very successful day in the city, and since she's made contact with Shiv, has him locked down as legal representation, free consults if anything pops up, I think she's feeling a lot better. Now, also this morning, she did text Kimber, and she was like, hey, just letting you know, look, like, I'm engaged. Kimber was very receptive. She was very happy for Annalie and like her and Saleem, and she really didn't have anything bad to say. So that went a lot better than Annalie was expecting as well. Now, of course, she's already told her dad because she got together with her dad, and her dad was also happy for her, but really was just focused on all of the nonsense that's going on in Strangerville, so it was a little bit overshadowed. I think that what Kimber wants to do, or not Kimber, what Annalie wants to do, is I think she does want to get together with Kimber. I think she wants to invite her to stay with her and Saleem at their new place, and she does want to extend an invitation for the housewarming party and kind of host her. Kimber has been she's been a little bit more distant, which I think is a good thing, and I think Annalie is allowing that distance to allow her to kind of settle how she was feeling about things. I think in realizing that her dad is not willing to put aside his selfishness for her, but Kimber is more often than not. I think that she's kind of going back to how her and Kimber were during their good times. Like it comes in cycles. Like it's very cyclical with the two of them. Right, okay, this really isn't a good sign, as Annalie was just going up the slope and I had to abruptly stop because there was noise in my apartment building. Anyway, Annalie just got this phone call. They're coming soon. Maybe you should think twice about opening the door. Oh, this is scary. This is scary because now she doesn't know if this is tied to Saoirse. She doesn't know if this is tied to her dad, or if this is just like a random horrible person that is trying to go after her because she's a public figure. Do you know what I mean? Like it could be so many things and she can't narrow it down. So we're going to go ahead and just hang up. Hey, wait, don't you... Right, we don't... She's military personnel. Oh no. Oh, it has to do with Strangerville. It does. It has to do with Strangerville. Oh, they know that she's involved. That means it has to do with her dad, which means that it doesn't directly have to do it doesn't have to do anything with Saoirse, but like, oh, this is bad. Okay. All right. This isn't great. So what we're going to do, we're going to send a little text here to Shiv, and we're just going to let him know. Where is he? There he is. We're just going to let him know that we got this threatening phone call. We're going to start trying to collect anything like this that could be researched, looked into, whatever the case is. So she's going to be like, Shiv, I just got this weird phone call. It was a blocked number. They said this, and I want you to put it like through a system or whatever the case is. I know he's only a lawyer, but I think that he can actually just go ahead and consult and see if he can figure out who it was. We happen to see that it was a military person, so we'll kind of follow along with that as it goes, but in the meantime, look, it's Yama-chan. Look at how cute he is. Yay. Look, I'm just trying to have her, again, she's like slightly ignoring the problem a little bit here, but she did the right thing. She contacted her lawyer. She's like, this just happened to me, this isn't good. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to call Saleem quick. Can she call him? Oh no, he must be busy at work. I wanted to have her call him, but yeah, he's still at work. Okay. She's going to call Kimber quick. Because like I was saying, her and Kimber they're in like this good part of their cyclical turmoil. And she's just like, Kimber, look, I got a really weird phone call. I just want to let you know. Please be safe. If you get any weird phone calls, let me know. And Kimber's just like, I did get one. And they pretty much said the exact same thing. So she knows that her and Kimber are essentially being targeted right now because it does have to do with her dad and Strangerville. So this is not great. It's not wonderful. She does have to get ahead of this, though, with a publicist. She doesn't really have one yet, by the way. Let's actually just go here real quick. We're going to go to the fame points because she has 3 of them. So I know I asked, like, I'm pretty sure it was episodes ago, like many episodes ago. But we are going to do networking, and we're going to do noticeable. And then we are going to get a PR agent because we really need one at this point to get ahead of stories like this or threats or whatever's happening. So, PR agency. Let a PR agency help Annalie handle her image for her. A quick phone call to the agency can push a news story that'll provide a boost in fame and a change in reputation up or down. This is very important. As a bonus, publicists know all of the best parties around town, which is going to be great for networking. She's not out to be a party animal, but she can network with a lot of important Sims, and I think that'll be really beneficial. So we are going to go ahead and do that. And what we're going to do, since we did get this phone call and we're a little bit nervous, we're going to contact our new PR rep and we're just going to say, hi, it's great to meet you. Great to work with you. We want them to run a good story about her. Again, we're trying to get ahead of this stuff. We're really trying. Is it manipulative? Yes. Yes, it is. So we're going to request a good story be written. You got it, Annalie. We just ran a phony positive story on you. Darn it, it's phony. And Sims are gobbling it up. Your reputation should see an immediate boost. Thank you. I didn't know it was going to be a phony story. I thought they might just pull some good thing about her because she is a good person, but oh well. Annalie just got home and Saleem did at the exact same time, and she was just like, hey, I'm so glad to see you. First off, how was your day? But second, I got a really wild phone call, and did you get anything like that? And he's like, I did. I immediately hung up and I wanted to let you know. And Annalie's like, cool, can you just like take a screenshot? Can you send me that information? I did get a lawyer today. I talked to Shiv. He is going to basically give free consults if anything pops up, and Saleem is like, that's fantastic. Also, we got a call basically to run like a positive story about you today from a PR agency. And she's like, oh my gosh, yeah, that your agency ended up doing that? Like your business ended up doing that? And he's like, yeah, was that you who requested it? And she's like, well, I did, because after that wild phone call, I just wanted to get ahead of it. And Saleem's like, look, I think it was a good idea. Just be wary about, trying to request stories, especially if they don't have any merit to them. And she's like, you're right. Thank you for keeping me grounded. You are absolutely correct. So I think Saleem is really good for her. I think he's going to keep her grounded as she kind of gets sucked into this political sphere. That's what I personally think. And I think that it's really necessary. And Saleem is just like, look, I know that this is hard and this is a weird space to be in, but your authenticity is going to be the most important thing that you can maintain, especially as a political figure. And she's like, yet again, you're right. Like, yet again, you are correct. And I don't know what I would do without you. Well, it is the next morning, and I'm very excited to say that Annalie was once again promoted, which is extremely exciting. This means that those positive stories that were put out there, her most recent speech, all of the work that she's been doing and connecting with members of the community has been paying off because she's been promoted to representative. She now makes an additional 51 simoleons per hour. Ooh, that's a bit of a raise. I'm very excited. So she makes 178 simoleons per hour, which is fantastic. She also received the following bonus of over 3,000 simoleons. She does work today as well, by the way. So today, though, Kimber is going to be coming in town. Oh, hello. Yep, we're going to be, we're actually going to take PTO today. Yeah, we're going to take PTO. I was going to make her actually just work from home because her only assignment is to secure votes, but that means that she'd have to be out and about trying to meet different people. She has to secure 2 more votes, actually, and she has to work on her charisma skills, so we're going to take a day. She doesn't take a lot of days off. But anyway, this is where Kimber's going to be staying. It's in the little office. Like, is it ideal? Not really, but we have the cot out again. It looks like we've got some luggage prepared. I think she sent a few things ahead of time. Kimber is very extra, if you will. So I think she sent a few things ahead of time just to have them there. These also might be some like leftover things that she had last time she stayed here that she just didn't bring with her for some reason because she stormed away. Actually, that's why, because she stormed off and went home. Okay, anyway, that's where Kimber's going to be staying. So Annalie has the day off, and it's a rainy, gloomy day, so it's kind of nice. She can just stay in, wait for Kimber to arrive, and enjoy herself. I think that Saleem... Oh, Saleem actually doesn't even have work today. Oh, good on you. He doesn't even have work today. Okay, that's actually kind of exciting. Just pause for a second too, because I want to put out a little bookcase here. And when I say a bookcase, I mean I want to do like an end table, like right there, and then I just want to put a little like bookcase right here. That's all. I just want Saleem to be able to read a book. I think there's one on the desk in there, but we're essentially going to leave the office completely and totally like off limits. It's going to be Kimber's room while she's here. We are going to lock the computer though for everyone but the household, just so Kimber doesn't spend any time on the computer. And we will have Saleem go ahead and just read a book for now because he is a bookworm after all. So Annalie is going to just light the fireplace. Kimber should be arriving probably within the next hour or so, and then they can start getting ready for... Hold on, is it today? Oh my gosh, it's today. Okay, all right. Okay, pause. I don't know how long this episode has been so far, but I've had some very long episodes recently. So today today we do have an event. It starts at 5 p.m. because I was anticipating Annalie to have work, but we've taken the day off, which is great. Saleem has the day off. We might go ahead and reschedule this maybe to like 2 o'clock in the afternoon instead. I think that might be kind of nice. So let's see if we can do that right now. Oh, wait, no. No, don't delete it. I don't want to. Oh, edit. That's so weird. Look at that. Wait a minute. Look, this is the dumpster, which means delete. This is the edit button. That is so weird. This calendar's freaking me out. So let's actually just change it to around like 2 p.m. I think that'll be good. Kimber will get in. They can like make some stuff for this little housewarming party. They can set up some things in the backyard so they can enjoy some time outside. Hopefully the weather cooperates. And this means that they're not going to be out into the like early evening. So I think that'll work. But I don't want this episode to be too long. So it may not have been super exciting, but I think we're going to leave it here. So next episode, we're going to have this little housewarming party and we're going to see if that little impromptu wedding thing is going to happen. Also, you may have noticed Annalie did dye her hair back. She like stripped all of the color out of it and she dyed her hair back to her natural color. She is getting more and more publicity and she started to see some comments about her hair being pink and how it's like unprofessional. And even though that she loves her pink hair, she does have an image to protect. So there's also that. I'm just saying, I don't personally believe that, but you know what, Annalie, it's her own decision. I'm trying to go from her perspective, and I think that she wants to be taken a little bit more seriously, and if her hair color is preventing that, then she's going to dye it back. So she dyed her hair back, just so you know. But this is where we're going to end the episode. She did just take a pregnancy test, by the way, because I was scared she might be pregnant, but she's not. Okay, right, this is pure chaos. I hope you all enjoyed this. I will catch you next time I post an episode of the Star Sign Legacy Challenge, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.